Underneath the surface of Tjarno Bay, life unravels into a complex weave of interactions in which even the tiniest of creatures plays a part. But, all around the world, humans have been introducing non-native species into our waters. Though some of these species are benign, others can seize the opportunity to become invasive if their adaptations and the absence of predators allow it. The ocean's three-dimensional nature allows for faster transport of larval species, making marine invasions especially difficult to tackle.
Hi, my name is Kate.
Kumusta? Ako si Etienne.
Merhaba, ben Gökçen.
Olá, o meu nome é Angelina.
Hola, mi nombre es Alicia.
And we are Oyster La Vista, baby! Join us in a journey of blood, sweat, counting, and grief to discover the amazing world of invasive species.
Ciao, sono Luca. They forgot the quadrants.
Do you have everything you need?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How sure are you from 0 to 100?
98.
We sampled some natural and artificial sites around the bay, using random quadrat sampling.
We scraped all the sessile life we saw, except the ones that were absolutely glued to the wall, and then we started analyzing what we found in the lab.
I spent 3 hours zoning out on a sea slug that was wandering around the forest of mussels on top of an oyster. It felt like a Pink Floyd album, honestly.
I have counted so many mussels that I've been having nightmares.
Concrete, plastic, and artificial materials are replacing natural habitats on our coastlines. Researchers are left wondering how these opportunists can use them to spread even further. But are there only negatives in this scenario? We think there is a high chance that invasive species settle at artificial surfaces at higher rates than native species. And not only that, but they may host a wide array of organisms in the process. So, what are we expecting to find? Tjarno isn't a super busy marine highway, so what is going on here? Well, this is a prime example of secondary spread of introduced species along the currents in the bay. And now that it has established itself, even if it's not native to this area, oysters are very good hosts. The shell of the oyster, rugose and full of grooves, makes it a great habitat for juvenile mussels and other sessile organisms to settle in and grow. Rising sea temperatures would help the wider dispersal of oyster babies, making more habitats suitable for their settlement. But enough of the background. Let's talk about what we found. And we found a lot. Oysters and mussels were undoubtedly the winners here, but they didn't seem to present much of a difference between the surfaces, as we found both of them on artificial and natural substrates. Barnacles were a bit more antisocial, and they preferred to make their own clicks on rocks. Turns out oysters hosted a greater diversity of life than mussels did. We also found that mussels and oysters can create habitats almost from scratch, which is what biologists call ecosystem engineering, and allow more creatures, especially the young homeless ones, to come in and establish themselves. All of this has left us wondering about the implications and impacts that invasive species could have on ecosystems. Because we all want more accessible housing, right? But as we said, invasive species have a lot of negatives attached to their proliferation. Further research is needed, but our study at least implies that along with the bad comes a bit of potential good. Thank you for following us through our journey. We hope you learned something. For now, we must bid you Oyster La Vista.